On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals. Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off the bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. LSU. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Looking for space. It's Durham. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. LSU quick to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Collins. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. This defense has given up yards, but a chance to make a stop on this opening drive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! What a catch and run for 6.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
He's looking, the fake, and he wants to throw. Got a paw on it near the goal line. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Durham. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Collins. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Runs through a tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Collins. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then stride it into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6.
That means the score, LSU 13, Georgia 7.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Power football with the run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Robinson.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Bulldogs will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Quick pass on the fly motion. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Durham. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Durham. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Running back goes in motion. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. First down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
Looking for a man. It's Collins. Got it set up on the outside. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback checking off. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive.
Gonna take a shot. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one in the tackle.
For the Tigers.
Made. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Running back searching for a hole. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw, it's Collins. He finds his man. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. On the run, it's Robinson. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, Defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They'll run the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that can win in contested situations here on third down.
Third and goal coming up here. Back to throw, it's Collins. Makes the catch. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
It's now 4th and goal.
Looking to throw. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Tiger. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to North.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Picks up 9. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 29, Georgia 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Back to the air one more time. He makes a catch. Tackle is made after the first down.
by the receiver.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Number 22.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Direct snap. They'll get the two-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. They go to the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, LSU. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. This game, forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Leaves it with the running back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Dropping back, it's Collins. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And misses hauled in at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're just about ready to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Let's go. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Robinson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Here we go. Roll it, roll it. Yeah.
Gonna run it. It's Robinson. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. He's going to pass. safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Second down coming up.
Here we go.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.